It's football, baby, and we are back. We had our draft on Labor Day, and why would I play this Game of Thrones music? Well, I'll tell you why. Because after I pulled a Red Wedding Night King move on Ryan Gelshennon, I couldn't have been any more stoked. Let's bring it full circle, shall you? Now, if you guys can recall, Ryan Gelshennon was talking a ton of shit coming into the draft, saying I never spent all my money, that I didn't have any good potential in my draft, guys. And frankly, he honestly believes that Eli was the reason why he won his season last year. So as the draft went on and we were getting into the later rounds, I started to notice something. I had an excess of money, and all of my roster spots were filled, and Ryan spent entirely too much money on his power 3. Sorry, I had to pull a Baratheon right there. But let me tell you something. In my mind, I knew full well that if I could pull a Night King. And what do you think I mean by that? I mean that I pulled just a blindside move on Gelshennon. Put all that money onto Eli, and he was just startled. Now, mind you guys, I talked to him later, and he was just beside himself. But I must say, in my mind, I looked at it like a Game of Thrones move, that if I got him, it would be like the Night King tapping the dead dragon, and all of a sudden he's got this unbelievable dragon. I thought I could turn him into my blue dragon. But as you guys know, this last week was terrible for Show Death. I mean, Timo, not only was I the lowest scorer, Timo doubled my score, which, needless to say, I'm embarrassed by. But here's the thing. I didn't have the low score one time all of last year. So I look at it as, you know what? I had a terrible week. Before this first week, I thought my team was middle of the pack in terms of the draft, and there was a lot of risk reward. Clearly, as I look at my team, boy, I need some people to step up. I mean, Eli Gelsh, for all you love him, he did not do very much at all. Now, I'm going to need a Hail Mary when it comes to some of my guys that either took off, like Jameis, and putting in guys like Cobb to see if we can, maybe even the score a bit. But I want to bring it back full circle to my just Red Wedding betrayal of Ryan Gelshennon on Eli Manning. Just want to read to you some of the texts that we've been exchanging. So, after the draft, 48 hours, I would say, it was actually Saturday, before this first week, I get a couple of texts from Gelshennon wanting to know what I want for the king. Now, let me tell you how desperate he is. He is doing all this texting at his girlfriend's family's Indian wedding. So I'm getting these texts where he is giving me everybody not in his power 3 to make this work. Even with this terrible showing by Eli and the rest of my team, Gelshennon still desperately wants the Blue King to come home. But it's going to cost him more. A lot more. So if you really want him back, you better give it everything. Because if you don't give everything, I don't want it. Until next time, guys, I'm so happy with this first week, even though I sucked, and I can't wait